coming to you from my Daily Fun Club headquarters again, and I'm excited to finally do the demo of my brand new custom MG Desert 5. Maurizio Costa built this instrument for me, and it was a collaboration also with Carrie Nordstrand and my friends at Nordstrand Pickups, who provided the preamp and the pickups. So the instrument is fantastic. It came out absolutely perfect. We all kind of, Maurizio and I, worked together to do the design and choose the woods, which is Purple Heart and Wengie on the top, and maple, mahogany, and Purple Heart in the neck, and Wengie, mahogany, and maple in the fingerboard. But the instrument, oh, and Swamp Ash on the back. So it's got a lot of different woods, obviously, and it's completely handcrafted. Maurizio Costa is a Brazilian cat that's moved his operation here to the United States and is now building in the United States. And these instruments are incredibly affordable. They cost about half as much as you would expect for this level of quality in this kind of boutique hand-built realm. So let's hear what it sounds like. Right now it's the pickups are the big blades, and the preamp is the new boost-only preamp, which I love. People say, why do you love the boost-only preamp? I just like the way that it sounds, and I like the idea of feathering in increments of bass and treble as needed. You know, there's no center indent, so it's more like a tone control kind of feel and vibe. And for me, it just really, really works well because I tend to run it in passive mode most of the time, and then I just kind of feather those two EQ controls in a little bit when I need them. So I don't know if you're a slap kind of player or not, but I am, and this thing slaps perfectly, so that's a big factor of importance for me. I love to slap the bass. There's a whole bunch of factors that come in when if an instrument's going to slap good or not, and this one nails it, so that made me really happy right off the bat. And now let's roll to just the front pickup, and I want to show the other key factor to my style, is particularly my working realm, is that I play a lot of blues, rhythm and blues, and soul music, and the tone target that I'm after on the bandstand consistently night after night is along the lines of an old vintage instrument. So it's got this great organic thud to it, but it's a thud that's full of tone. It's not just a mud thud, it's like a thud with some real rich character and tone within there. That's a front pickup, passive mode still. Okay, now both pickups again. That's kind of where I had it before when I was slapping. Now I'm going to roll it to just a little bit. Not all the way to the back, but just a little bit to the back. Now all the way to the back pickup, still in passive mode. Now let's start bringing in some EQs. So I'll turn up both the treble and the bass to about half. Woo. So I'm still on just the back pickup too. So that back pickup with the big blade and a little bit of EQ is off the chain killer. Okay, now we're back in the middle position with some EQ. We got about 60% of the bass and the treble going now. Now I want to show you something that's important here, and I'm going to turn the EQ back off. This is kind of... Okay, now with the EQ. The thing I wanted to illustrate there is that it's a great vintage slap sound. And it's a great modern slap sound just by adding some EQ. I think that's what the beauty of this two band is. Wow. So yeah, you know, it's one of those instruments that, you know, you plan, you discuss, and you kind of work through all the different elements of what you think will be an instrument that will fit you well and do the things that you need it to do, and then you kind of cross your fingers because it's made out of organic material. You know, it's made out of wood, and there's no real 100% way to predict what's going to happen. In this case, that's where skill comes into play, design, and you know, you can predict a few things. And I did a really good thing by selecting the big blade pickups because I know how they sound and I know what I like with them. And then the combination of the quality woods and having the swamp ash and maple, I think, as the primary structural thing, really brought this in the fingerboard. Really gave it that high end kind of snap that I like, and I think that's what's really contributing to the great slap sound. And I think the swamp ash is contributing a lot to a big round sound. You know, like when I go to the front pickup and go to that vintage place that I was talking about, that soul place. Now that's with the EQ. Now I'm just back to the front pickup. I got the treble turned down, the bass turned up. so much booty in it, you know. So I think that's about all I got for you for right now with this instrument. I've been real busy gigging like crazy. I got 5 gigs this week, so I hadn't been doing as much time in the studio here, but I really wanted to get this video out and give you an opportunity to hear the instrument and see it, you know, up close and hear it in my hands. I could tell you that this bass, I typically don't give out prices, but Mauricio told me that this bass can be yours for $2,500. So, you know, if you consider the premium pickups and preamp and the hardware and all these woods, and the fact that it's completely handmade, no CNC machines or anything like that. You know, it's all made with routers and carved, and you know, everything's laminated and glued and done just wonderfully. So I encourage you to check out MG Bass and get one of these things. I think you're going to really love it. Right on.